Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amirul Amin bin Abu Bakar. My student ID is DEM 0820-134. Today I will talk about the case about Siti Surya Ismail, the murder case in Terengganu 2020. So let's start with the fact of the case first. So the case was about the murder case against a young woman, Siti Surya Ismail, 19 years old on 1 November 2020 in Kampung Lubit, Telemong, Terengganu. Siti Surya body was found by his own sister, Nuriana Shuhada, 15 years old at that time, at 2:30 p.m. in living room in the house. Siti Nusraya body was found in the sadness condition with several wounds on his head, neck and chest, and the victim left wrist also found broken. So this case was believed by police. This case, the victim was killed by his own friend, that's called her as Siti Nur Atira, 19 years old, by using a knife in the victim house. And this case finally was disqualified as a murder case and being charged under section 320 of the penal code. Okay, right now let's talk about the crime scene on this case. This case was began at 9 a.m. when Siti Nur Atira coming to the suspect home with the excuse to spending time with the victim. While the suspect was in the victim house, the victim mother was suffering brain cancer, was lying on the bed in that house. While the victim was in the living room with the suspect was chatting, and suddenly they have a fight between them due to the misunderstanding between them. So based on the evidence from the police, the suspect was trustable being angry because being insulted by the victim was the cause of the fight. During the scuffle, the suspect began to edge out of control and reaching for the vegetable knife at the victim living room house and using it to injure the victim. Suspect managed to cut several parts of the victim body, such as the victim head and neck and chest, by using the knife. Apart from that, the suspect also managed to cut the victim left wrist several times until it broke and caused the victim to lose a lot of blood and die at that time. However, the victim managed to leave a bite mark on the suspect's hand during the fight and indirectly become evidence of the fight between them. After the fight, the suspect took items from the suspect house, such as a makeup item, cash, and mobile phone, to obscure the cause of death of the victim, which the case was due to the robbery and murder. The suspect also left the scene using the same route and vehicle, and threw the knife that she used to kill the victim to the shoulder of the highway road. The victim body was found at the scene by her sister, Siti Nurani Shahada, who was 15 years old at that time after she returned home from the school at 2:30 p.m. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Azim Azmi. My ID number DEM072019. I will present about the victim information. Victim Siti Surya Ismail, a 19-year-old girl, happened on 1st November 2020 in Kampung Lubuk Batu Temelung, Hulung, Terengganu. He was found dead in his home in a squarely stage in the living room of the home with a severe left wrist and other injury to his face and body. When this happened at 9 a.m., her father was not at home, while Siti Surya was looking after her mother who was sick from breast cancer. The main suspect in the case, who is also Siti Surya's close friend, Siti Nur Atira Azmi, was remained in custody on 2 November, the day after the incident, to assist in the investigation of the murder case. The motive of the case is believed to be the result of insinuation.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fitri Besamsu from batch 22A. I want to present about suspect information. Atira's target Siti Surya Ismail and the name of suspect. The two are close friends and come from Kampung Lubuk Batu, Telembung. A 90 years old girl happened on 1 November 2020 in Kampung Lubuk Batu, Telembung, Hulu Terengganu. Based on the charge, Siti Nur Atira was charged with killing Siti Nur Surya 90 at a house in Kampung Lubuk Batu, Telembung, Hulu Terengganu between 9:30 am and 1 November 2020. The accuser was charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which provide for a military death sentence if convicted. He was found dead in his home, lying in the living room of his house with a broken left wrist and other injuries to his face and body. Her father is not at home, while Siti Nur Surya is taking care of her mother, who is ill due to brain cancer. The main suspect in the case, who is also a close friend of Siti Nur Surya, Siti Nur Atira Azmi, was remanded on November 2, a day after the accident, to assist in the investigation of the murder case. The motive for this case is believed to be due to satire. And thank you very much.
My name is Nik Muhammad Shakir Bem Shamsuddin from batch 22A. My ID number is DEM08200035. I will talk about forensic evidence collected in case Siti Nur Surya. Among the forensic evidence found in this case was physical evidence, namely a vegetable cutting knife, suspect of being used in the murder of Siti Nur Surya Ismail 3 days after the event. The knife, which was assumed to have been stolen by the suspect from the victim residence, was discovered on the side of the Telemon highway here. Siti Nur Atira, 19-year-old, who is wanted as the prime suspect because she was at the victim's house at around 9 am, who went in and out of Surya's house, which was listed in the CCTV closed circuit in the house next door. Where Siti Nur Atira quarreled with the victim due to a misunderstanding that led to a fight, so the suspect reached for a vegetable cutter in the living room and cut the victim's hand several times until it was cut and the wounds were cut on Surya's face, neck and chest. Among the victim items that the suspect ran away with and found at the suspect's house were cash, a mobile phone, and makeup item with a knife used by the suspect mentioned in the first paragraph above. That's all from me. Thank you. Next, I will talk about how forensic evidence linked in this case. Forensic evidence link in this case is where when CCTV footage from a building very near the deceased house was viral on WhatsApp, which caused a loss when Siti Nur Atira come to the house and left the house Siti Nur Surya Road on ES5 by around 9 am, causing Siti Nur Atira to be the prime suspect because she was at the time Siti Nur Surya was killed. Then she went to the Hulu Terengganu District Police Station to assist in the investigation and give evidence accompanied by his mother. At the time of Atira's interrogation, the police found that the evidence submitted by Atira looked suspicious, that there were injuries on Atira's body. The bite on his hand was believed to be due to a struggle, and she admitted that you come to the victim's house at 9 am and admit she killed Siti Nur Surya, and admit that she killed Siti Nur Surya due to a misunderstanding. They both quarreled in the guest house area when in a scuffle the suspect then reached for a vegetable cutting knife that was in the living room and injured the victim on the face, neck, chest, and also cut his wrist to break the victim's belongings, which were missing from his house. Were found in Atira's house. Among the items were cash, a mobile phone, makeup item, and a knife, which were detected by the police. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Azim Azmi, my ID number DM072019. I am presented about suspects under section where the former Form 6 student was arrested in the High Court here today on charge of killing his good friend 2 years ago. The accused Siti Nur Atira Azmi, 20-year-old, pleaded not guilty as soon as the charge sheet was read before Judge Datuk Hassan Abdul Ghani. Based on the charge, Siti Nur Atira was charged with killing Nur Surya, 90-year-old, at a house in Kampung Lubuk Batu, Temelong, Hulu Terengganu between 9/13 and November 1st, 2020. The accused was charged under Act 574 Section 302 of the Penal Code, which provides for the death penalty mandatory if convicted On November 17, 2020, he reported that the accused was brought before the Marang Magistrate Court on charge of killing Siti Surya. Yearly Siti Surya's body was found dead, covered in blood by her young sister, Nur Ilyana Shuhada, 50-year-old, in the living room on her way home from school. The victim was found in a horrible condition, with bruises on his face, neck and chest, as well as a broken wrist.
Hello sir, I'm Nitya Sri Rajakumar from batch 22A. My student ID number is DEN072006. Today I'm going to explain about the topic our group members choose. We choose the topic about the case Siti Nur Surya binti Ismail. I'm taking the part of conclusion and justifications. First of all, let me explain about what is the conclusion of the case. Conclusion of the murder case of Siti Nur Surya Ismail. She is a 19 years old school student. She is continuing study at STPM. She lived at Terengganu, and this incident murder case happened on November 1st, 2020. Her father was found dead in his house, lying in the living room of his house with broken left wrist and other injuries to face and body. When the incident happened at 9 a.m., her father was not at home. While Siti Nur Surya was carrying her mother, who is bedridden due to brain cancer. The main suspect in this case is police are suspect her own friend, which is causes to her murder case. Thank you.